friends. I don't want to speak too loudly and scare INDY into moving. He is out on the sofa. I'm just gonna like let him chill there for a minute. Clickety clack. Hi. I thought that I'm trying to get back into the habit of the Strimstrams. Sorry that I did not stream yesterday, though. The air has been a little spicy here. I am in the Bay Area, of course, and yeah, there's like a wildfire somewhere, like in the Pacific Northwest or in Canada, something like that. And it is making the air quite unbreathable. So, I didn't want to stream because the PC heats up my house and I can't open the windows, you know, when the air outside is poisonous. So the whole thing just kind of sucks ass. I'm a little concerned because, I mean, maybe I just have 0 viewers, but it also looks weird. Hold on. This looks weird. Ah! What the hell? Oh, I know. It's because it's unlisted. I am a professional. I know exactly how to stream. I am just not a smart person, you guys. Okay, now visibility is public, so people can actually watch if they want. Okay, so hi. Yeah, I'll recap briefly. God, I've only been live streaming on and off for like 8 years or something. You would think that I would have figured it out by now, but you would be wrong. Hi, Overneath. Hey, Aldo. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Gary Clem. Yeah, I was like, 2 minutes in and no viewers. That seems a little odd. I mean, but it's fine. Like, I know I'm not the most popular YouTuber in the world, so nope, just me being a dum-dum. So yeah, hi. I was going to make this an electronic stream, not the lessons that I've been going through, but it's September. It's time to get ready for spooky time. Hey, Rhizometric Reality. And so I really need to get... Oh, hey, bud. You coming in to join me? What are you doing here, though? IndieCam is in the... I put it into the... I put it in the living room so people could see you. Well, since you're here, I did just find this bag of puppy chow. Would you like this? You gotta be on camera, though. Otherwise, what is the point? Let's see if I can. All right, sit. Good boy. Shake. Shake. Yeah, shake. Shake. Yeah, good boy. There you go. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, that's not nice, I guess, Ada. Some people like to watch stuff while they eat. You want a couple more? Shake. Shake. Yeah, shake. 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 Yeah, good boy. There we go. Hi, Katie. Also, hi, Overneath. Oh, wait, I already said hi. Never mind. I take back the second hi. I do need to. So I can't just do a spring cleaning. I have to do both a spring and a fall cleaning because I'm just a mess. Like, I mean, I haven't even been at this desk in a long time, so it's literally been like this forever. But look at all this shit. There's just shit everywhere. And even though like I'm a messy person, I you'd think I would come to grips with that and just learn to live with it, but it's actually really difficult. I think that it makes me more anxious to have a mess around. No, go back to the couch. Go back to where the people can see you be cute. I need to set up webcams all over this house. Oh, and then there's this pile of wires down here. Look, wait. So there's my there's my printer, and then like by the printer, there's just a big pile of wires because I was like looking for a wire several weeks ago, and I've just never cleaned it up again. Here's some maps from Yosemite. I don't need these. I don't live in Yosemite. Even if I did, I would probably know how to get around all right. A bunch of cables. I'm going to have to take off the headphones. I guess I don't even really need them. You guys aren't talking. I'm doing all the talking, and I can hear myself just fine. Oh, nice. Yeah, me too, Overneath. Like, yeah, it's not good for my mental health. And once I, like, clean it all up, I usually feel a lot more motivated. So I'm just going to put these all in the pile of cables to go through at some later date. All right, these are light sensors. They can go in this little bowl of wires. So yeah, I was going to make this an electronics video where live stream where I was gonna solder on camera because you know, I need to get my flamingulas up and running. But I sat down a little early so I could set up the circuit. That's the lit up circuit there on the breadboard. And oh, nice. Let's all clean together. Oh, he did go back to the sofa. Nice. But setting up that circuit actually took me so much effort. It's very embarrassing to admit because like the last time I did an electronic stream, I had it down. Like, here's the circuit. Let's go. And then I removed it. And yeah, then I forgot how to make a circuit completely. Like, looking at the schematic, looking at the breadboard, just completely baffled. No idea how to do anything. So, yeah. And here we have lava beds maps, Crater Lake maps. I think I was maybe going to keep these because I tend to keep things, but I shouldn't. Oh, here's the instruction manual for a projector that my friend got that puts stars on the ceiling. I have literally never used it, even though I think it's really cool. Wow, there's like a lot of instructions for that. Oh, here's 2 tickets to Railtown 1897 State Historic Park. I might keep these. I went there, my husband and I went there on our way to um, Mammoth Lakes last year. Here's a receipt for an oil change. Don't think I need that. Another lava beds thing, a bear thing. I gotta throw all this away. All right. I might need this for tax purposes, this oil change. I'm keeping that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw these away. And then not only did I use up all my brain power just setting up the breadboard, but also I can't find my soldering iron. How do you... I knew I shouldn't have kissed his little head. No. No, you don't have to come back in here. One head smooch does not mean I'm going to give you another treat. I shouldn't have said that word. That one's on me. That's on me. But should we try out this projector? Let's at least plug it in and see if I still need the instructions. It's kind of bright in here. I'm not sure how good it's gonna work. Alright, I did just shine a laser light in my eyes. Oh, you don't like this. You don't like this? Oh. Well, that's kind of cool. You don't like it, buddy? Look. Yeah. Should I incorporate this in my videos? Should I start recording in front of a nebula, do you guys think? Oh, that's a good idea, Carrie. Oh, yeah, underneath you should not be cleaning then. I thought you were going to say, like, I'd like to clean, but my chi, as in, like, my energy flow, won't allow me to. And I'm like, all right, well, that's that's an acceptable use of the pseudoscience. Oh, wait, no, I think that should remain on. There's like oh, I see. There's like a little film over the lasers. Oh, there's also a bunch of dust on it. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry, Carrie. Yeah, it's one of those self-perpetuating, or it's a vicious cycle, really. Like, depressed or like going through it, and then I don't know what any of these buttons do, and then yeah, that just makes everything worse. Oh, what? Okay, I guess I do need the instructions. I don't know how to turn this thing off. Indy, I hear you lurking. I see you. He's like, who are you talking to? Stop talking to the nobody people. He doesn't think you guys exist. You guys are like God to him. In that, like, he knows you'll give him treats if he's good. But he doesn't fully accept that you're there. Alright, I'm just going to put that there for now. I'm not really cleaning so much as moving some messes to other places where they're not in my way as much. Is that an acceptable way to clean? Hey, Misty. How are you? Yeah, astrology videos, definitely. All right. Or astronomy, maybe. I'll have to write a video specifically so that I can incorporate that. My friend that gave it to me will be so proud. All right. If I were a soldering iron, where would I be? Why are you being weird? Why are you being weird? Why don't you go sit on the sofa where the camera is? Sit. Beep, beep, beep. Come on. Beep, beep, beep. Good boy. Yeah, I have no idea what I could have done with this junk drawer. I don't have a junk drawer so much as I have a junk house. I feel like it's somewhere in that closet, but that closet is full of stuff. Or on the, I could have sworn I had it on the bookshelf back there. All right, I don't need these snowflake ornaments my friend made. And I don't need this Scotch tape. And I don't need this Pachimari. All right, throwing things into other rooms. It came in a box. But I don't see the box here. Like it used to be here, and then I used it a lot, and now it's gone. I know it's probably like right in front of me. I do not know. That is a Christmas present for a friend. I am at least making room for the soldering iron should I eventually find it. Hi, Darren. Oh, congratulations on the new recliner. What'd you get? A friend of mine just moved into a much larger apartment and realized like both the pain and joy of needing to buy a shit ton more furniture. I feel like moving things into another room is more clean than moving things around in the same room, right? Oh, here's another random cable. Wait, what is this for? This is weird. It's got a USB on one side and then like a headphone jack on the other. I have no idea what this is for. All right, into the cable pile you go. Oh, an Amazon. Right, yeah. Hey, sometimes the evil empire pays off. They've got some good shit on there. I was just telling my neighbors that's where I got vanilla beans. Because at the local grocery store, vanilla beans are like $10 each. And I found them on Amazon 3 for $10, I think, or 3 for 12. Some like nutty difference like that. I did not know that's the name of a Canadian. Of course, that's the name of a Canadian rock band, though. That sounds right. Oh, yeah. I also have this YouTube play button that I never figured out what to do. I haven't even opened it. Should I open it? Oh, I found another brick. That's a tiny plunger. Don't ask. Yeah, vanilla beans are so expensive. Let me tell my vanilla bean story, and then I'll open up my my play button. That's right. I'm gonna make you sit through a boring story before you get to see the shiny button. So I wanted to make a high quality vanilla custard earlier this year, or maybe late last year. I don't know. My mom gave me an ice cream maker for some reason, and so you can't ask about the tiny plunger. That's not the story we're on. I can show it, I guess. No, that's for another day. And so I wanted to make a vanilla custard, like a really high quality one. So I wanted to use fresh vanilla bean. So I went to Safeway and found it, and I was infuriated that it was like $10 or $12 for one fucking bean. Like, I was so angry. Hey, Consider, I love you too. I was so angry, and so but I needed it, so what are you gonna do? So I got it, and I went to check out, and I went through self-checkout because the other lines were super long, and the checkout machine kept fucking up. Like, it kept stalling or whatever, or saying like somebody needed to come over for some reason, too many items in your basket, or whatever. And so I got really angry. And so by the time I got to the bottom of my cart, I didn't scan the vanilla bean. Because I believe that if I'm doing the work and their machine fucks up, then ethically I should be allowed to have a treat. So so I throw everything into the cart that I've just purchased, and I go out to my car and I load everything in. I had forgotten to bring in the bags, so I just had everything like in the cart, more or less, and then I was putting them into the bags in the car. And so then I finish, and I take the cart, put it back in the cart return, hop in my car, get home, unpack everything, and realize I left the vanilla beans in the cart because they were so small. And they were just like at the bottom of the cart. So I like tried to shoplift and failed. So then I thought like, oh, I wonder if I can just order these online. I found them on Amazon for a third of the price. So, everybody won in the end, I guess. Oh, right, the play button. Okay, I was also trying to figure out how to, I have this tiny light bright, but I'm not really sure how it works. Like, it seems like I should be able to open it up and use the inside to put the light bright things, but, and also like I think I'm supposed to be able to open it up. You know what? That's another, I'm getting distracted. Let's open up the YouTube play button. I haven't even like undone the, good thing I also found this knife while cleaning my desk. It's really coming in handy now. So this is for 100,000 subscribers, which I hit earlier this year. It only took me like 20 years, like literally 20 years to get it. All right. Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th, or your 1000th subscriber? Chances are you do. I'm a bad person. And we know that you'll definitely remember your 100,000th subscriber. Is there a way I can look that up? Now this letter has just made me feel bad. Thanks, Susan Wojcicki, CEO of YouTube. You just made me feel terrible. So keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your 1,000,000th subscriber, we may just write to you and ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? They're giving me homework. I guess she was CEO back, well, it's not dated. Back whenever they sent this. Oh, this is actually pretty nice. Thank you. Look, you can see yourselves. It's very shiny. Oh, that's nice. It's a good quality, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. I guess I thought that it would be cheaper than this. Recognize your team. Oh, should I buy an extra one for Indy? Shouldn't have said his name. All right, he's still sleeping. Maybe a little tiny. They should have a little tiny one. You look like OBS. Yeah, sorry about that. It's not the best look. Purchase a personalized creator award. Yeah, they should have like a little tiny one for dogs. This is nice, but I don't think I'm the sort of person to put it in the background. I think maybe I'll hang it up over here so I can look at it while I'm filming. If I lean it up against the wall, am I ever going to get around to hanging it up? Hey, Don Pedro. Good to see you, too. How are you? Actually, I do have, I have other news. Part of me was just thinking I should hang this up right now on stream, but if I do that, it's going to be crooked, and then I'm going to have to look at a crooked YouTube thing in the foreground. Maybe, no, I know. So I'll have the camera here pointing at my reflection in the play button. I'm just gonna record my next video in the reflection of the play button and not mention it. And then it's just gonna be a close-up of a warped my warped face with an arrow over top of it. Only you guys will know what's happening. Yeah, Tabasco. Similar, but yeah, just like on an angle or whatever. So let me see. I'll do a test run here. So like, so if I position the camera Hold on. All right, if I position the camera over here, yeah, then you can't see the camera. Yep, this is it. This is how I'm filming my next video. It's brilliant. Maybe I'll do something on this channel like that. That'll be fun. Well, that's nice. And you know what's even nicer is it seems like heavy enough that maybe I won't break it immediately. That would be cool. Oh, this award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Thank you, Rick. I know Rick is a huge fan and he's watching, so. All right, well, look, that's some cleaning up. I can throw this package away. Boom, done. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Okay, it looks like the beast has not roused by hand. Just the next time I do like a mainstream media interview or something, I'll just hold it next to me. All right, I also have a bunch of stickers. Stickers and random business cards. I go to a lot of street fairs, and the artists I like, I get their business cards, and then I forget about them. So, oh yeah, Don Pedro, that's the news. You can't trust anyone with fewer than 500 LPs. Oh, 500. That's a bit steep. I can give you a tour another time. Although, well, actually, I could just, well, so a bunch of the records are to the right of Indy. But if I move the camera, he's gonna pop up, and we don't want that. So maybe another time I'll show off the record collection. So the bike fit went very well. What I didn't mention is that the fit was not for my existing road bike, but I splurged and I bought a new bike. Because I was doing the math, and it turned out that the rental for Death Valley was going to cost like $500. And that's almost as much as my old bike cost 15 years ago. So I'm like, I could just take that money and put it towards a new bike. And like the old bike, it's not bad, you know, for being 15 years old and off-brand at the time, and having, like, I've ridden it constantly. It's been my main mode of transport for most of that time on several different continents. So it's actually held up quite well, but just the mere fact that there are rim brakes, that was like the main reason why I was looking at upgrading, because of the hills. Like going downhill on that bike, like my hands, I feel arthritic, like holding on for dear life while breaking down these hills. So when you consider, like, I could upgrade this bike to rim brakes, but then it requires a bunch of or to disc brakes. Hey, Dat Weasel. Exactly, Don Pedro. Hey, Ty. So yeah, when I looked at like the cost of maybe upgrading the old bike plus renting a bike for the ride, I was like, well, maybe I should just buy a new bike. And so I did a lot of research, and it's so beautiful. Like, I want to cry when I look at it. It's got disc brakes, electronic shifting. It's sparkly teal. It's a Scott bike. Uh, Darren, those are called fixies. Oh wait, no, that's right. I don't know what do you call those? Yeah, I guess that's not a fixie, but like because the pedal would just stop, right? Yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, anyway, I found this amazing deal. All of my bike friends are like, bikes cost like the price of bikes right now is the lowest it's been in many years. So if you're gonna do it, like if you this is the time. So like I found all the components I wanted in a bike that was literally $2,000 cheaper than equivalent like the Trek bike that I originally like test rode. I'm like, I love like everything on this, but it's far too expensive. And then I found a local store that does price matching, and I found a store in Utah that had my exact bike in my size for $900 off and with free shipping. And so I went to the local bike shop. I was like, "Do you guys price match?" They're like, "Yeah, what do you so long as like it's the exact same bike in your size, in stock, ready to ship, including shipping." And I'm like, "Okay, well, here's what I found." And they looked at it and they were just like, "God damn, well done." Coaster brakes. That's right. Thank you. Hey, Floyd. Hey, Jim. Um, so bike reveal when? Great question, Space Cowboy. So the problem, so um, I wanted to buy it immediately when I went to the local bike store on I think Friday to test ride it, make sure it felt good, and make sure that they had it in stock. But then I wanted to buy it immediately because if the other store sold out of theirs, if either of the stores sold the one in my size that they had in stock, I couldn't get that sweet discount. So I bought it. I'm explaining why, Don Pedro. So I bought it, but because I'm a cheapskate, I was like, I don't need pedals. I'll just put the pedals from my old bike on it. Um, I know he's very good at that, Haro. Um, so yeah, I'm like, I'll put my own pedals on it. I'll adjust it myself. And I thought that when I went in to buy the bike, they could do a fit there, but they were like, "Oh no, you have to schedule the fit." So that was on Friday. So I bought the bike. I brought it home. Um, I managed to schedule for Tuesday or Wednesday. When did yeah, Tuesday. And but then I'm like, that's okay. Like it's not fit to me. It won't be fit to me perfectly, but I can still put the pedals on and like go for a spin and take some nice pics, and also swap out the saddle for the saddle that I've got. And so I came home and I went to take the pedals off of my 15-year-old bike. And I guess when I put those pedals on, maybe I did not properly grease them, or maybe it's just been 15 years of riding through snow and mud and rain. I was not strong enough to get those pedals off. I tried for several days. I tried all weekend, like every like several times a day. I would be in the garage, like with the WD-40 and just like trying really hard. Hey, look, I'm used to Indy. Indy's been the star of the show for a while. So yeah, I couldn't get the pedals off, and then on Sunday I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just ordering more pedals." So I ordered some more pedals, and they came in, and so they came in on Monday, and then I just couldn't find my pedal wrench anymore. Like they were, I don't know where it is. It's with the soldering iron somewhere. So yeah, I'm a wreck. So yeah, on Tuesday, I go in for my fitting and I'm like, here are pedals. Could you put them on? And like, luckily the guy was great. So I did the fitting. The bike shop I bought the bike from offers a 50% off of free, or 50% off a fitting if you buy a bike there. I'm telling you, I'm such a cheapskate. But a friend of mine used to work at this shop, and he said definitely get the fitting. They're good. So yes, fancy shoe clippy pedals. That's the other funny thing. The new pedals don't have a hex socket on the back of the axle. I don't know. That's a, I didn't even consider that because my old brakes just always required a pedal wrench. So I don't know. Um, exactly, Carrie. I'm gonna find these things eventually. So not only did he put them on, but I was like, oh, I brought my shoes. I don't know if you want me to wear them for the fitting. And he's like, yeah, because he's like, well, when you set up your shoes, did you like consider where your foot, how your foot is set? And I was like, yeah, I got these shoes about 10 years ago because they were like 75% off and I thought it might be fun. And I think I wore them like a dozen times tops. And I put them together myself. And I honestly don't even remember how I did that. And he's like, okay. So he like measures my foot and flips the shoes upside down and he like adjusts them to my foot. And then as he's adjusting one, I'm looking at the other one and I was like, I'm missing a bolt. And then I didn't even know. I've been riding it. I've been riding on my old bike to try to remember how to use clipless pedals. I've been riding with one bolt out and he looked at it and he's like, oh, that bolt fell out because the it's upside down. The plate in the clip is upside down. That's probably why the bolt fell out. So he replaced that for me. And it is the same number of pedals in general. Yeah. I don't know, Don, maybe. And these, so I did notice, so I have my father-in-law's mountain bike. It's a very old mountain bike. And I actually went to steal those pedals when I couldn't get them off of my road bike. And I noticed that those didn't seem to be removed with a pedal wrench. So I think maybe those use a hex, but I don't know. But those I think are just as old as my other one. So yeah. So and during all this, I also I was looking up pedals and I was super confused because when I looked at clipless pedals for road bikes, I'm like, none of these look like they match up with my shoes. And it turns out that the shoes I got on discount, they're considered like mountain biking clipless pedals. And at first I was like, well, is that wrong? Should I switch over my shoes and my pedals to road bike? But then I think like touring bikes and casuals use this. And then I was like, who gives a shit? Whatever. It's better than sneakers. Fuck it. So yeah, so I decided like while I was waiting for pedals to go on the new bike, I'm like, I'm going to take out the old bike with the clipless shoes and see if I remember how to do it. Because I do remember falling when I first started using them. I do know that. I asked them about the hydraulic disc brakes. I was like, can I tune these up myself? And the guy's like, oh yeah. I mean, you'd have to buy some specialized tools. I'm like, sold. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, so I took the old bike out with the clipless pedals, and I was surprised actually at how easy it was to get back into it. I haven't fallen. And it did feel so much better, like so much more power going up the hills. So I did take the new bike out for the first time today. And then yesterday it was smoky So the air was too spicy, and so I wanted to go meet my husband in town after work. He had the car, and I had been planning to take the new bike, but because of the smoke, I'm like, I don't need to be huffing and puffing. So I took the e-bike in. So today I finally rode the new bike for the first time since the test ride, not counting the fitting. And it's beautiful. And my neighbors stopped me and said that they were just oohing and awing. It felt really good. Like several neighbors being like, "That's such a beautiful bicycle. Tell us all about it." Yeah, so the air is pretty bad. Yesterday, we were in the red. Today, right now, it looks like we're in the yellow. So that's why I decided to. I guess you have to. I didn't know this either. Luckily, the guy at the fitting told me you have to like break in hydraulic brakes. I forget what it's called, like baking them or something. Um, so I just like looped around the neighborhood a couple of times to ride the brakes a bit. Yeah, it's yellow. Yeah, and I can't say who it is because I don't want to dox them, but this neighbor is an actual celebrity. And I've been like low key kind of obsessed with them since, not obsessed, but I've been low key wanting to befriend them. Um, yeah, breaking the pads in. I've been wanting to befriend them since we moved in, but it's been hard with quarantine and stuff. But over the last few months, we've been friendlier and friendlier, and I feel like they said that they used to cycle a lot around here, them and their partner. And I was like, well, if you guys want to get back into it, we can form a neighborhood bike gang. So no, I'm not in LA. I'm in Oakland. I'm in the Bay Area. And yes, it is Jean-Claude Van Damme. He does the splits on his bike. uh, yeah, so I'm super excited to take oh, okay, so it's not just me. Yeah, like I do remember when I bought the shoes. I had looked it up and I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't like I mainly use my bike for commuting. Like I'm not out there doing road races and stuff. I'm not like a speed queen or, a what do they call it? A weight wussy or whatever. A weight weenie." So, yeah. And like the shoes are super cute and like they're in such good condition after literally 10 years in the closet. So, uh I'm pretty stoked. As as a cheapskate, the fact that I am glad that I got some new pedals because now I can keep the old bike for other stuff. Um, let's wait on that one, Don Pedro. That said, I did remove the rack from my old bike because I realize I'm not using it for hauling anything and it's just weighing me down. So I removed it a few weeks ago and I tried to put it on the e-bike only to learn that the e-bike, like it won't fit over the motor. So then I bought a new rack for the e-bike. um, and then I had to buy new panniers because when Indy was a puppy, he ate my panniers. Um, oh, he heard me say his name. Oh, there's his belly. Oh, I love him so much. And that's the other nice thing about like keeping the e-bike. When I rode in to see my husband last night, threw Indy in the backpack, brought smiles to the faces of evening commuters throughout Oakland. I know. Well, when I first got the e-bike, I loved it so much that I was like, I'm gonna buy a brand new because it was a brand new e-bike, but it was a super cheap. It's a piece of shit. Like I would absolutely not recommend anyone ever buy it. It's a Turbo Ant. I got it because they were having like a 50% off sale last Christmas or the Christmas before. Um, and I'd always wanted to try an e-bike, but the price just seemed crazy to me. So I got this. It's super cheap. The components are cheap. I fucking love it. So I bought it with the intention, like, if I enjoy it, I'll sell it and upgrade to a good e-bike. But I think I'm just gonna like, since I just bought this other bike, I think I'm just gonna run it into the ground. Um, or hold on, I raise the seat, give it to my husband, get him riding around with me on my road bike. He can take the e-bike so he doesn't have to worry about the hills. Give him a little taste of the pure joy that is cycling around on an e-bike. And then I'm like, why don't, why don't you just take this one? Oh, it's fine. I can get another one. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Just need one more bike. They really are the devil. I hate them. Right off the pier into the ocean. Uh, yeah. Yeah, so the e-bike has mechanical disc brakes, which already were like, way above and beyond the rim brakes on my road bike, but kind of evens out considering that the e-bike is like 70 pounds. Well, it's like 50 to 60 pounds, I think. So yeah, but the new bike, oh, it felt so good just touching those brakes coming down the hill. N+1, that's right. We actually, in our garage, we've never used them, but we have, like when we moved in, they had hooks hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, no, it's super fucking heavy. Don Pedro, just give me whatever you're smoking, because I hate them, but I'm starting to enjoy them more. I'm starting to hate them less. Oh, I know, Haro. I know the meme. I know the N+1 meme. They're 105 electronic. Electronic. I can't believe the price I paid for this bike. Literally all of the components of a Trek Domane, but better fitting for me, a cooler color, not a cop brand. Trek gives bikes to cops. And like I got it for $2,000 or $3,000 cheaper. I'm so stoked. I can't wait to show you guys. You know what? I did take, before I got the pedals on and got it fitted, when I brought it home, I took it out as soon as the sun came out, just so I could take a picture of the top tube, because the paint job is so beautiful. It's the Contessa, it's the Scott Contessa, because it's the first women's bike I've ever ridden, and I was actually concerned about that, but I ended up loving it. Addict 15. And I will. All right, I'm gonna post this photo. Should I put it in fitness on the Discord? Not sports ball. Thank you so much, by the way, for just letting me talk about bicycles. I am so sorry if this is boring to many of you. Nice, Micah. Good for you. So yeah, the Di2 105 is what I've got. They are ridiculous. That's a good point, Floyd. All right, go look at the fitness Discord. It's just a picture of the top tube in the sun. Would it be weird if I hire the photographer who did my wedding to come out and do something for me and my bike? Like, I can't believe I was when I saw a picture of it online, the sparkle wasn't even obvious. Um, and I still was like, holy shit, that's my color. And then when I went to the LBS and I saw it in person, I like couldn't breathe for a second. So it's sparkly on the top tube and matte on the bottom. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I might do that. When I asked my husband if I could do that, he said, I thought you were going to say, could you set up a photo shoot with you and Indy? And I'm like, well, Indy was a part of the wedding photographs, but you're right. Like, we should probably do one without you. Yeah, I'm sure photographers have seen weirder stuff. Yeah, so like, I mean, I took it on a test ride just because I figured that's something a person should do before spending that much money. But I knew immediately, I'm like, I'm gonna buy this. Like, oh, 80s glamour shots is a great idea. Carrie, where's your son located? Can he come to Oakland? Because it'd be great to have a photographer who also knows their way around a bike. I like the 80s idea. So yeah, now I'm really hoping that like the air quality is still kind like it doesn't smell like a campfire outside and I don't start coughing immediately anymore. But I still probably shouldn't be doing strenuous exercise for several hours at a time. So I'm going to wait and hope things clear up tomorrow or Saturday. Oh, Vancouver. All right, I'll be right over. My husband and I have been talking about doing the Pacific Northwest together because he's never been. I love it out there, but maybe next summer. Oh, and actually, my father-in-law invited us out to Canmore this like past month, but yeah, I did consider that, Jared. But I remember like the last time so when I lived in Alameda in Flatlands, I used to go running all the time, and during fire season, I tried wearing an N95 and I was just like dying. Yeah, I lived in Seattle for 3.5 years and it was really hard at first with the winters and the lack of sun. But it's a great place to be, and yeah, I'd like to go back during the summer when it won't be. Actually, I wouldn't even mind going because we don't really get a lot of good gloom here. So I wouldn't mind going during the winter either. Surfing on one of the rivers, really? Do they do that there? So yeah, it looked beautiful. So my in-laws got like a friend of theirs had a rental or something that he gave them for a few weeks. So they invited us out, but we just couldn't, like, we had too much work and the expense, just like the flights and figuring out what to do with Indy, it was just too much. So, and in retrospect, I'm really glad we didn't because of what happened to Indy this past weekend. That's like probably we might still be gone. So, but we said maybe next year if they do the same thing because it looked absolutely beautiful there. Okay, that's enough. But bike chat. I'm going to wrap this stream up and go looking for my soldering iron somewhere. It might be somewhere in the garage. He can hear me wrapping up. He knows wrapping up. We joke about how dumb Indy is, but he 100% knows when I'm wrapping things up. Whether it's a stream or a phone call, he knows. It's different, Misty. It's a different kind of hard. Like, shit tons of snow. Like, look, I've done buffalo winters. Also hard, but in a completely different way. Like, Seattle was randomly bursting into tears hard. Buffalo was lack of vitamin D hard. So, Indy. He gave up. He jumped down, but then he didn't come in. Oh, here he comes. Have him say goodbye. Hi, bud. That's it. Good boy. You want one more treat on camera? Yeah? Can you spin? Can you spin? Yeah? You're so close. Spin? Alright, spin. Good boy. Oh, I guess that's actually maybe harder now that he has balance issues. That was actually probably a really mean thing for me to do in retrospect. Okay. Thanks for joining me, guys. I will who knows what tomorrow will bring. Either a stream, or maybe I'll be on my bike, or who knows. But as always, check the Discord to get alerts. Or, I guess you can get alerts through this YouTube thing as